Okay, beautiful people, it's Coach Jamila, your root cause wellness strategist. And if you are dealing with weight plateaus, weight gain, you're in perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, you're doing all the things, but nothing is budging, you need to stay here and watch this. So let's talk about root causes. What is happening is your cells have changed. And we're going to talk about a little bit what has happened at the cellular level and what you can do to start seeing results. When estrogen levels start to decline, your muscle cells actually lose their grip on blood sugar. This is oftentimes, not always. So, less muscle mass means more fat storage because where is the sugar going to go? Typically, it will go to the muscles for energy, but if you're losing muscle mass, it's going to start storing more fat. And that fat typically is in the abdomen area, which who likes that? None of us like that. Also, at the cellular level, the mitochondria, which are like the power generators of your cells, start to slow down as we get older. So, when they start to slow down, of course, they produce a chemical called ATP, which produces energy for the cells and for your body. So, imagine if they start to slow down, that energy level starts to slow down as well. So, this is why you're eating the same foods, have the same workouts, but less energy is burned. This is why I hear all the time women who were doing the same exact workout that worked for them at 35, it's no longer working for them at 50, 40 sometimes. This is because the blueprint in your body has changed. And once we start to understand that blueprint, things can start to flow much easier. Here's the thing. Mitochondria, again, the power generators of the cell, we have about 500 trillion of them in our body. They respond to the right stimulus. Some of those stimuli include strength training, increasing your protein, managing your blood sugar. This is a big one. Okay. When we can start incorporating these things, the mitochondria can literally be rebuilt and powered up. Another thing that I just have to bring up is the nervous system truly runs the show behind the scenes. Oftentimes, as we get older, there are different stressors that start to come into play. Caregiving, careers, we're higher up in our careers. We're starting to deal with maybe some hot flashes, so sleepless nights can happen as well. All of these things become almost like a threat to our system. And so you're in this almost survival mode as we go through perimenopause and menopause and postmenopausal seasons. There's lots of stressors that come into play where you really have to protect your peace, protect your nervous system. I want you to remember something. A body that feels like there's a threat will literally hold on to fat for survival. It will not release it. High cortisol, nervous system dysregulation literally creates a fat buildup in our bodies. So it's so important at this stage of life to find ways to eliminate as much stress as you can. Another thing about chronic cortisol or when you have a dysregulated nervous system is it literally tells your body to hold on to fat. It spikes your blood sugar. I've worked with a lot of people who are eating right and they're exercising and they don't understand why their blood sugar is elevated. Their stress levels are creating dysregulation at the blood sugar level. So when we have these high cortisol levels in our body, it makes it so much harder for your body to release that fat once again. All right, so here are some areas that can help you reverse this stubborn fat for good. So make sure you keep watching. You need to start incorporating strength training if you're not doing it already. You could start small, maybe 2 days a week, 2 to 3 days a week. Remember, more muscle mass, the better because blood sugar has somewhere to go versus you storing fat. Okay, so muscle mass equals less blood sugar. You have to prioritize protein in every single meal, not just once a day. You got to make sure you're eating enough. So many of you are not eating enough food because you think if you don't eat a lot, then you're going to lose the weight. But that is not the case. You need to prioritize protein to protect the muscle that you do have. I also want you to walk after every single meal, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Walking helps stabilize your blood sugar because now when you're walking and moving your body after you eat, that excess glucose has somewhere to go versus just being stored up as fat. So walk after every meal to help manage your blood sugar, which in turn is going to help manage that fat. And honey, if I can't tell you anything else, protect your sleep like it's a non-negotiable. I am so serious. Protect your sleep because this is literally when cortisol resets. This is restorative for your body, for your nervous system, for your blood sugar, for every organ. You have to protect your sleep. This is a non-negotiable. Now, I do understand that oftentimes as estrogen and progesterone start to drop, sleep becomes a problem, but that's going to be in another video. But if you can't do anything else, protect your sleep. That is a non-negotiable. And like I've been talking all throughout this video, is regulate your nervous system. Pause before responding if you are in a situation or an environment that creates stress. Do breath work. Get out in nature. Enjoy the sun. Look at the birds. Find ways that bring you calm and peace. And again, if you can eliminate areas in your life that are causing stress, I know this is not always possible, but I highly encourage you to do that because we are at a stage of life where we ain't got time for nonsense, okay? But protect your nervous system because that definitely plays a part. It plays a role in how your body burns fat. So I did build a kit called the Root Cause Clarity Kit, and it specifically focuses on helping you come out of survival mode and into healing. This helps regulate your nervous system and create an environment in your body so that it's responsive to losing weight as well. So if you are interested in getting more details, drop reset in the comments or shoot me a DM. And if this is on YouTube, the link will be in the description. So listen, again, I'm Coach Jamila, your root cause wellness strategist. If you aren't following me, hit that follow button, like and share. I'm wishing each of you good health. Peace.
I know what it takes, so I'm betting on me. I am shining bright, don't need no glasses to see. You can't count me out for what I'm destined to be. I'm a winner, baby, so I'm betting on me. You can't stop me, 'cause